Japan and China declares crypto war. Let's take a look at this first clip and see how the Japanese Prime Minister provoked China.
Takaichi met Chinese President Xi Jinping at a regional economic summit a few weeks ago. She's refused to walk back her comments and says Japan's stance on Taiwan has not changed.
And over the weekend, we got this travel ban, or travel advisory rather, for Chinese citizens traveling to Japan.
And this as Chinese ships and military drones were also spotted. 30 Chinese military aircraft, 7 Navy ships, and 1 Coast Guard vessel around Taiwan over the past 24 hours.
If Chinese travelers did go down to zero, it could have an over 200 billion yen hit on the Japanese economy, which obviously is pretty huge and could also even have implications for things like the Bank of Japan.
If you look at the Japanese 20-year government bond yield, you can see that they're surging quite a bit as they prepare to print another 110 billion stimulus package, as you can see up on the screen right now. Now, consider what's happening within China and how the US is dealing with Alibaba and JPMorgan showing that partnership, because this is an interesting situation that's happening here between the US and Japan versus JPMorgan and China.
The second part is that we are leveraging the blockchain technology using tokenization. It's not starting from the stablecoin. Like when we work with JPMorgan, they have their own kind of a tokenization system. Stablecoin, we are going to evaluate after this.
And that's very important because there is a difference between tokenized payments and the stablecoins. JPMorgan this year launched the JPMD token, which is specifically designed for cross-border business-to-business payments. It'll be interesting to see how that pans out.
The report is that Alibaba allegedly provides tech support for Chinese military operations against targets inside the United States. The Chinese company supplies the People's Liberation Army with access to customer data that includes IP addresses, Wi-Fi information, and payment records, as well as AI-related services.
I suspect they're taking a hard look at limiting Alibaba activity in the United States.
So now that JPMorgan is directly tied to China via Alibaba, this is definitely getting the attention of the US administration. Just have a look at this, what they had to say.
What are you saying about JPMorgan?
JPMorgan then debanked us at that time.
Wow. So JPMorgan gave us a statement. We do not close accounts for political reasons.
Well, then why the hell did you debank Trump Media? You know, we had a clean bill of health. We just got approval by the SEC. Why would you debank somebody that wants to deposit $250 million into your bank? We're going to do everything under the law to figure out what JPMorgan knew, when did they do it. This is easily knowable.
So now it looks like JPMorgan is under investigation, putting them under a lot of pressure. You also have to remember that a lot of this stems from them trying to build an infrastructure around crypto and digital asset payments. And that is why, in my opinion, Ripple is positioning itself into an area where it can benefit. Keep in mind, Japan and the US are starting to align on digital assets. For example, Japan proposes new rules, digital assets to be taxed at 20%, down from 55%. To me, this shows Japan's move in coordination with what the US is doing in the space. And to prove that theory a bit, have a look at this. Shiba Inu joins Japan's green list. What does it mean? It just means that Shiba Inu's tokens joins a list of tokens that get preferred treatment around taxes in Japan. Now, this is a huge benefit to the Shiba Inu community. And let's have a look at a clip the community pieced together in light of this good news.
Imagine if crypto was treated just like stocks, with insider trading rules and everything.
Sounds like someone's finally getting serious. Is this happening in the US?
Nope, Japan. The FSA is planning a huge overhaul, slash the tax rate from 55% down to 20%, and even let banks hold it.
That's a massive shift.
Exactly.